Each week, from across America, 2 families are chosen. This week, the eccentric, nonconformist Martinssons from California. Homeschooling mom Heather believes classrooms hinder learning, so she teaches her sons physics by riding roller coasters and history using a homemade time machine. Dad Lee believes schools are godless, socialist rat holes, but he spent the past 3 years writing a book about how to get money for college. And the high-achieving Joneses of Colorado. For former beauty queen mom Carrie, her daughter's grades and their pursuit of higher education are the top priority. She devotes her life to maintaining Krista and Brooke's high-pressure schedule, spending hours in the car driving the girls to their multiple activities. The girls barely have a relationship with cop dad Mark, who's as tough on his daughters as he is on the criminals he puts away. Each wife is about to get a new husband, new children,
Hi, Mommy,
and a new life.
Don't forget to feed the cockroaches. A's and B's are expected, and Mark regularly checks their grades to make sure they're on point. What's the point of grades?
you have a 10-year-old child. He's basically illiterate.
But he's not illiterate. He reads
He
well.
can read, but he cannot write.
You have no idea.
I have no idea what.
I'm constantly going, and I have no time. I did everything I possibly could to get organized.
Real homes,
You'll never get this place clean if you don't get rid of half of the garbage.
Can we throw out our new mom?
real lives,
You guys don't know how to learn at an amusement park. My kids do.
If I had to label Heather's educational style with one word, it would be crazy.
real drama.
You need to get a grip on your child's
You
education
need to
and
learn.
teach your kids and not sit on the cotton picking computer all day.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the wacky world of homeschooling with the Martinssons, where a theme park is their classroom.
Going to a theme park is one of the tools that we use for educating. All of this they would miss if they were sitting in a classroom. I think these are World War II fighter planes.
Marvel at how mom teaches physics.
You know what those two things going the opposite way are?
Things to make it keep going.
Yeah, pretty much.
Be astounded by the way her children learn history.
We have a phone booth time machine, and it transports us to other times. We're gonna go get Genghis Khan.
And geography.
And then we travel to the country.
Where's Mongolia?
Jump out of your seats with her take on zoology.
Our pets are Madagascar hissing cockroaches.
Do you remember where Madagascar is?
No.
Oh. Unschooling is the children get to lead themselves in their education.
Reminds me of snot.
They get to explore and learn what they want to. What is this?
The brain.
And what do we do with this?
Feel the vibrations.
My feeling of public schools is that they're a rat hole. They're anti-family, they're socialists, they're godless, they make fun of religion, they're...
Whoa.
I have 3 sons. There's Nicholas, he's 18, Riley's 10, and Harrison is 7.
Yo, my name is Joe and I have a fat toe. Yo.
Heather and Lee believe the family should always be together. In this house, everyone takes part in debate, even challenging scientific theories over family meals.
I have one theory on gravity, that the sun is sitting there, so that makes things want to roll towards it.
I'm not convinced that gravity actually exists.
Riley.
I haven't seen a good explanation for it.
Physical education is another subject that is fun for the whole family.
We like spending time together as a family. It helps draw us closer.
We'd running around the room acting like crazy people.
Follow, follow.
I don't want the kids to feel like they have to do what everybody else is doing. They just dress themselves. Often, it'll be like the same thing they wore the day before.
I just wear this shirt these days.
I feel good that we're nonconformists, that we're not just going along with the crowd. Nick's a creative kind of guy. He's definitely his own self, and we've allowed him to be.
It's not such a priority that the house is clean. It's just not a big deal. When kids are brought up in a less structured environment, I think they have higher self-esteem.
One subject not taught in the Martinsson home is time management.
We don't really have much of a schedule. We just do what we want.
My mom does work on the computer a lot.
And while Heather surfs the internet, self-employed financial planner and college dropout Lee has put aside working full-time to write a book on how to get money for college.
What's awesome about my book is that there are a lot of books out there that can say how you get college for cheaper, but
Most of them out there aren't telling what a good education is in the first place.
Sometimes I skip gymnastics because sometimes my mom forgets.
I didn't want to spend time going from one activity to another.
When parents sacrifice everything for their kids, then they don't have their own life, and the child may or may not even appreciate that sacrifice.
I'm not the soccer mom type of mom. I don't live for my kids. Ugh.
But Heather is about to abandon her eccentric family and theme park homeschooling to swap lives with a woman she's never met 1,000 miles away in Colorado. No-nonsense Carrie Jones is serious about education.
I absolutely believe that a formal education is the key to success. I have a master's degree in speech pathology, and I'm a speech pathologist in the public school system, and both of our girls are expected to attend college.
We know that they're capable of A's and B's, and so that's what we expect.
I'm up late a lot to get good grades and doing my homework.
Brooke and Krista are also champion dancers who adhere to a grueling schedule of practice.
We're pretty much scheduled from the time we get up until the time we go to bed every day. You guys got to get going. Gee whiz, you only have 10 minutes. The girls and I are generally on the road 8 to 10 hours a week.
Come on, you guys, move it!
I don't really remember the last time I had a day off with nothing to do.
Super supportive mom Carrie devotes all her time to her daughter's activities.
The girls are usually here about 4 to 5 hours a night. Sometimes I'll come in and eat my dinner.
Looks like you're having fun!
And then we drive home about 10:30 at night, every single day. I have a daughter, Krista, she's 17, and I have another daughter, and her name is Brooke, and she's 14.
But no matter what time they get to bed, the Jones girls are always up before the sun to get a start on their busy day.
I'm always on the go, going to dance, going to voice, trying to do homework. Sometimes I feel it's really hard to fit everything in the schedule and there's not enough time in one day.
As far as Police Lieutenant Dad Mark is concerned, his daughters can't be busy enough.
They don't have time to stop and think about things that'll get them into trouble because they're so busy.
Even if that means the family is hardly ever together.
I make dinner by myself probably 4 nights a week. I don't end up seeing the girls for maybe a couple days, depending on my schedule and their schedule.
For former beauty queen Carrie, if there's anything more important than helping her daughters succeed, it's making sure they all look good doing it.
During my pageant days, I learned how to wear makeup and do your hair, and a lot of those things I've passed on to the girls. Put some blush on.
I hate blush.
Put it on because it makes you look healthy and pretty.
All my morning chores are usually always done before I leave the house because I usually don't get a chance after school.
And when Police Lieutenant Mark is home, he's still on patrol.
You're going to come home right now. On a constant daily basis, you see the destruction that happens to lives by making poor choices. How many times have I told you to never talk on a cell phone while you're driving?
The little time I have with my dad is usually spent getting in trouble.
Go upstairs.
He always wins and you can't help it.
It's the day of the swap, and both wives prepare to leave their lives behind. What do they hope to gain from the swap?
I'm actually just really proud of myself. I don't think I need to learn anything, but don't forget to feed the cockroaches.
Okay.
I think that I can help a family to be active parents through providing structure and to help their children achieve their dreams. Bye, guys.
Have fun.
After a journey of over 1,000 miles, the wives finally get to see where they'll be living for the next 2 weeks.
I would not take this much time for the outside of my home.
Well, they don't like yard work, I don't think.
Before they meet their new families, the wives get a chance to explore their new homes.
Wow, looks like we have some lack of cleaning in this house.
I wouldn't really care to have a bowl of plastic fruit in the house because I wouldn't dust it.
They have nothing on their calendar. They don't have anything to do.
Looks like they have a lot going on. It might be a little much.
What is that? Oh my gosh, what are they?
For the first week, the wives must live by the rules of their new family. Each wife has written a manual as a guide to the running of their homes.
The whole world is a classroom, an archaeological dig, a farm, a grocery store, even a theme park. And learning in a traditional school is a waste of time. I don't think they're probably learning, I think they're playing. Oh no.
We believe that hard work, application, care for your appearance, and the pursuit of goals is the recipe for success in life. I don't think that's the recipe for success.
College is just another thing society is cramming down people's throats. Oh my goodness.
5 times a week, I drive them to a prestigious dance school in the city. The round trip takes 2 hours, and I wait while they take their classes.
College is the basis for success in this world. I'm sorry.
I have to drive 2 hours away and wait around, okay?
You won't find any tests or grades in our school.
A's and B's are expected, and Mark regularly checks their grades to make sure they're on point.
This is totally unstructured.
To me, what's the point of grades?
Heather Martinsson homeschools at theme parks, teaches history using a time machine, and doesn't believe in grades or gravity. She swapped lives with professional educator Carrie Jones, who pushes her girls to succeed at school and in dance. She and cop husband Mark believe kids must be constantly busy or their lives will be ruined. For the first week, the wives live by their new family's rules. Later, they get to make some changes.
Here are your new clothes for school.
They get to look like automatons now.
It's the moment of truth. The wives are about to come face to face with their new husbands and children.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
I'm your new mom.
I'm Heather.
Heather?
And you're Harrison.
I'm Krista.
Hi, Krista.
Why did your family choose homeschooling as the avenue for the kids?
To me, public schooling indoctrinates instead of teaching.
Yeah.
There's a parable, and I don't remember what the parable's called. There's like an eagle, and there's a squirrel, and I can't remember the other animals. The bottom line is if you beat them up over math when they're not good at math, they may end up getting into drugs or problems or that, so.
That gives us food for thought, doesn't it? His philosophy is way totally out there. I don't even know where it is. It's out in La La Land.
I do not want Carrie to punch me in the face.
My kids are homeschooled.
Oh, okay.
So grades are irrelevant. They actually get to choose what they want to do.
Okay.
I feel like the way Heather looked was a little more plain than how my mom dresses.
The Joneses' first order of business is making sure Heather's appearance is up to snuff.
Like, she dresses nice to go to work.
I have a little bit of stuff like this. This is a shirt my son made. I'm really proud of it.
She probably wouldn't wear it at all, probably. No.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Those would be no. No.
No. Probably not.
My kicks.
Mom probably would not wear those.
Mom would never wear those.
I did feel kind of looked down on. They want to conform. They want to do what everybody else is doing. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
At the Martinssons, usually on-the-go Carrie sits down to a relaxed family dinner and gets her first taste of homeschooling.
Think of a word for the kids to learn.
Sanctuary.
Okay, sanctuary, a sacred or holy place.
You read the definition, and then what does everybody do with the definition?
Sometimes it leads to other discussions, or sometimes we're just done.
What do you want to do when you grow up, mister?
Do?
Yeah, what would you like to do when you grow up?
I'm 7.
I know, you're 7.
I think it's admirable that they want to have family time and that they are really bonded, but there are a lot of other things that need to get done as well. Having family time doesn't make up for a lack of education.
I want to be a cheetah when I grow up.
A cheetah? That is an impossible dream.
It's the first morning of the swap in Colorado, and after dressing up to Carrie's high standards, Heather has to try to keep pace with the Joneses' highly choreographed morning routine.
And you just did your bedroom and the bathroom. Christy, you got all your stuff ready to go?
Yeah.
Bye.
There's no real together time in the morning. It's all just rushing around, and at this point of the day, I still haven't seen the father of the home. When does he get to even say hi?
In California, with most of the family still asleep, Carrie struggles with the Martinssons' lack of a schedule.
Yeah, my mom spends a lot of time on the computer.
Like, how many hours do you think a day?
About 5 hours.
So what do the little boys do while she's on the computer?
They usually just play with each other and play around.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Well, there really aren't any chores. There's no expectations for anything to get done. It's kind of whatever you feel like doing, basically.
When Riley and Harrison wake up, Carrie must give them a history lesson using Heather's time machine.
Blah, blah, blah. Bye.
Let's get a phone book.
Okay, Napoleon. Then we find the place where the guy was from. Is this France? Or this?
You know what?
Or is this France? Or this?
I don't
or this?
know.
Or this? Or this?
It absolutely upsets me that the kids are not in school.
This France?
I haven't seen anybody write. So when is that going to happen? When they feel like it?
This France?
In Colorado, Krista and Brooke have finished school, but their day is far from over. Heather must shuttle them to dance practice after dance practice. During the hour-long drive, Heather talks to the girls about their busy schedule.
You guys don't sit down and eat dinner together or anything?
It just doesn't happen a lot.
The few times that we do like see our dad and get time to talk with him, like we're getting in trouble or we're getting told to do chores.
I seriously think the girls would have no idea what to do with themselves if the schedule was all of a sudden gone. It's really sad. This family could definitely benefit from getting to know each other better.
In California, Carrie takes Riley to gymnastics class while Lee stays at home writing his book.
So do you go to gymnastics all the time?
Yeah, except for sometimes we miss it.
How come you miss it?
Because my mom sometimes forgets.
I'm starting to think that Heather and Lee are lazy and selfish, and it's not all about the kids. This is your book. And
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
what? Okay.
years of research and stuff.
So do you have to take away from your typical work day in order to do the...
Uh-huh.
The kids are at the age right now when they really need you and your wife to put your total focus on them.
But maybe we're not supposed to do everything for him. Maybe he needs to learn to have initiative and do some stuff on his own. Carrie had an agenda based on a couple of observations and wasn't interested in my book at all. They're interested in how awesome the message might be.
In Colorado, it's 9 p.m., and while Mark spends the night alone at home, an hour's drive away, Krista and Brooke are still dancing, and Heather must wait and watch.
Talk about boredom. I've just been sitting there for so long.
I think after this we might have a 15 to 30-minute rehearsal.
I guess.
All right.
Every single day is so full of activities from the time they wake up to the time they go to sleep. You know, they don't have to be so caught up in all these activities all the time.
By the time Heather and the girls finally make it home, Mark's asleep, but Krista and Brooke must stay up into the night to do their homework.
When the girls get home at night, there's really no room for unwinding. Instead, there's actually more work for them to do, and they need downtime. They need time to just relax and know who they are.
In California, Carrie must tackle another day of homeschooling Martinsson style. First up, American history at mini
Tell you
golf.
about this. You see this fort right here?
Yeah.
This is the Alamo.
At the theme park, I learned about that fort thing. I don't remember what it's called.
The Alamo?
Yeah, the Alamo.
Then it's physics at a theme park.
Do you have any learning things that you talk about with rides?
Well, all these thingies, they can bend, something like that. Okay,
See, we got the force of gravity here.
Woo! I'm having fun!
It seems like there's more emphasis on fun than there is on the academics. If they walked into a public school, they would be pretty far behind and have a lot of work to do to catch up.
When they get home, Carrie gives 10-year-old Riley a writing assignment.
All right, you write a paragraph about those 2 pets you have. Okay, you want to read what you have?
My pets are Beast and Cholo. They're cats.
So whenever your mom teaches you writing, what does she do?
Well, I don't really get into it, so she doesn't either.
So you just don't like to do it, so you just don't do it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Riley is writing at a mid-first grade level, and he is 10 years old, so he would basically be in 4th grade. There's no excuse for that.
At the Joneses, Heather and the girls have been so busy, they've gone almost the entire week without seeing Mark, who's been waiting for the chance to confront Krista about plans she's made for a homecoming dance that went awry.
Limo deal from homecoming? What did I talk to you about?
I don't know.
I said it wouldn't work.
That makes no sense at all.
Are you gonna listen? Or are you just gonna keep talking?
You have no idea.
I have no idea what.
I'm constantly going, and I have no time, and I have this stupid limo thing doing that I did everything I possibly could to get organized.
And sometime whenever you're not an emotional wreck, then I guess we'll have a conversation.
I don't think Mark really understands the pressure the girls are under. I think Mark does need a reality check.
At the Martinssons, Carrie confronts Lee over their homeschooling techniques.
I'm really, really concerned about what kind of education at all the kids are getting.
Most high school graduates, a ton of them can't even pass the exit exam.
We're not talking about all these other people. We're talking about your kids.
Yes, and my kids are doing fine. They're well-adjusted kids.
Do not have a good education. This is going to make me cry, but you have a 10-year-old child. He's basically illiterate.
He's not illiterate. He reads well.
He can read, but he cannot write.
There's some kids who can write complete sentences but they don't understand a lot of more important things.
Your views are handicapping your children, and it worries me. You come talk to me when my child is a doctor and your child is trying to figure out if they can hold a job. You want to tell me in 10 years whose kids are going to be better off?
Yep. Talk to me again in 10 years.
He can't see the big picture. If you don't want them in the public schools, then figure out how to homeschool them well.
My biggest concern is if I have a child grows up has no passion. Because I went through public school, just a lot of the professors' attitudes really bugged me. Everything when you're studying literature, it was always, they seemed to have a perverted bend on it. Everything seemed to be perverted for them.
Today, everything is about to change in the Martinsson and Jones households as the new wives take control.
I'm going to teach this family how to set some goals, follow through, and how to get their priorities straight.
I don't think that Carrie understands our views on education and raising our children. She compartmentalizes things. We see life as a great whole.
I want this family to learn to think outside the schedule, and I want them to remember how much they love each other.
The families are summoned to the rules change ceremony. It's time for the wives to lay down the new rules which the families must obey.
Lee, you and your wife's hands-off approach to learning is an excuse to be lazy and self-involved. It's handicapping your children and preparing them for only one thing: failure. That's changing from this moment on. So get ready, because quitting isn't an option.
You do nothing, and it's pretty amazing hyperbole here.
Jones family. I don't see a family here. I see a well-oiled machine just robotically going through life. From now on, we are going to slow down and work towards building and becoming a real family.
We're maybe different than other families, but I don't believe we're not a family.
A proper education will prepare them for their future.
The proper education is intellectual inbreeding.
Harrison and Riley, you are going to a real school with a real teacher.
Wow, we're doomed.
And here are your new clothes for school.
They get to look like automatons now.
Mark, you never really see the girls, so you can't understand how insane their schedule is. You will live their lives for one day, going to all of their activities.
Sounds interesting.
Lee, you dropped out of college because you thought it was a waste of time. You're wrong, and you're setting a dangerous precedence for your kids. This week, you will lead by example and get a higher education. I have enrolled you in an accounting class at the local community college.
I guess so.
Mark, your girls want you to lighten up. It's time for you to sit down and listen and really hear what they have to say. I want you to put a presentation together for us and tell the girls what your happiest moments with them have been and what you want to change in the future.
What's the point?
Riley and Harrison, you will go to gymnastics. Lee, you will drive them around and attend every practice, and supporting them along the way.
Krista and Brooke, by being so fashion conscious, you are only conforming to the rules of society. So girls, we are going to put away all of your designer clothes.
Okay.
Will you survive?
Yeah.
You'll never get this place clean if you don't get rid of half of the garbage in it.
Can we throw out our new mom?
It's time to use it or lose it.
In my house, learning is about having fun and letting kids guide themselves. Girls, the world is now your schoolhouse. You will learn to teach yourselves.
So we're not going to school at all?
There's so much more to life than school.
Heather's rule about not going to school stresses me out a lot because I'm missing lots of work and it puts me like weeks behind.
In the hope of easing his daughter's worry, Mark calls Krista's teachers to see if she can make up her tests at a later date.
They understood what was going on. Okay, so you need to take a deep breath and let the stress go, because they both said they understood.
Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for helping Krista. Because I was worried that she was going to miss out on some of the stuff I had planned.
I was worried she was going to miss 2 tests, so...
I know, there's a lot of stress involved in the schools, and that's kind of what I want to try to show you guys, that learning doesn't have to be stressful, that it can be fun, it can be a living experience.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I've never met anybody that believes kids can just self-teach themselves. If I had to label Heather's educational style with one word, it would be crazy.
At the Martinssons, Carrie gets right down to business and enforces her first rule, that the family get organized and clean the house.
I don't like the house to be too clean.
I think we can get this done in 10 minutes. I am serious. Look at how close we are.
You're being an overcritical nag, so then that's harder to work with somebody.
Who is? Who's an overcritical nag?
a lot of the times you've been, so then...
If he's going to call me a nag, then I'm going to call him a passive dad who does not know how to motivate his children to accomplish anything.
I have been in there encouraging your boys, cheering them on, motivating, and you call me a name. But I'm trying to help you and your family to take care of your home. We're almost done.
All the stuff is exhausting that we're doing, so it's
I know,
hard.
we're almost done.
Well, it doesn't seem like it. It just seems like you care about coming off like some super expert that's going to tell us all what to do. She's overcritical in some areas they're just not even true. She's pretending like they're useless and trash and they can't do anything, which is just ridiculous.
It's the first morning after rule change in Colorado. Heather has banned the schedule and ruled the family spend time together over a casual breakfast. She goes on to explain her homeschool style.
We made this time machine and we transport ourselves to another time and place and pretend like we're capturing these historical figures.
How do they learn, like, calculus?
My son is more of an artist, and he doesn't need calculus.
He just doesn't know. He just can't do that.
He hasn't had an interest in it.
I think of Heather's idea of teaching with a time machine, I think she's a nut.
At the Martinssons, everyone is up bright and early as Carrie enforces her rules that Riley and Harrison must go to school wearing their new clothes.
I hate it. I don't even know what you just said.
Have a good day at school.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fun day.
The fun is done already.
It's kind of interesting seeing them head off to school. They kind of looked like they were marching off to their doom by the look on their faces.
You're really excited to have you here.
Okay.
And these are just to help us get a little bit faster with our math facts. So you're actually gonna have 3 minutes to work on this speed drill.
So you catch it and then you pass it to anybody you want. Okay.
2 times 4 is what?
What I feel about sitting at a desk and listening to a teacher droning on is boring and a waste of time. When I can be learning it in another way that will put it into my head longer.
At the Joneses, nonconformist Heather has ruled Brooke and Krista ditch their fancy clothes by putting gravity to the test.
What are we doing?
The idea is that the clothes don't define the girl defines herself.
So what's that have to do with throwing them off the balcony and putting them in a box?
Well, it's just more fun to throw it off the balcony.
I thought throwing all my clothes over the balcony was pointless because we both agree that people do judge you when you make first impressions. Oh my goodness.
After the clothes are packed away, Heather prepares to give 17-year-old Krista and 14-year-old Brooke a homeschooling lesson in medieval history.
When we do school, every year I make a theme.
So we missed a chemistry test and a physics test today.
One of the worst learning environments anywhere is a classroom.
Heather's tried to explain what she does, but it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I think she's failing her kids by not giving them the opportunity to learn.
In California, Lee must accompany Carrie to pick up Riley and Harrison from their first day at school.
So how'd the boys do today?
She did struggle a little bit with the math. She didn't have the skills, you know, where the level that we're at.
Anything else you wanted to ask, Lee, or?
No, that's it, I guess. I'm still not convinced that the structured school is an environment they would thrive in. What'd you think about the math? It certainly exposed some deficiencies that they could improve on, but I can live with some of the deficiencies because overall, you know, we're teaching them character. Ever heard the word monosyllabic?
No.
They may be missing a couple academics, but they do better in others. Anything you like the best? So.
Food right there.
In Colorado, in order for him to understand the pressure he puts his daughters under, Heather has ruled that Mark must live their hectic day. First stop, singing lessons, followed by dance team practice.
1, 2, jump. Off the ground, though.
I think my dad did find our schedule very exhausting.
Turn and step.
I think following this rule is a waste of time. I understand it's an extremely demanding schedule, but it's their life by choice. And what is it that I'm supposed to learn?
That this is really a rigorous life for them.
Unless you can show me something new that it is I'm supposed to learn, I just don't get the point in doing it. I know they live a busy schedule. I got it before we ever did this.
He cares, but not to the point where he wants to make any changes. It's like he doesn't really want to change anything.
At the Martinssons, Carrie has ruled that Lee become more involved in his boys' activities by taking his younger sons to their gymnastics class.
I just don't always feel it's necessary to keep up with your peers. It's necessary to excel at what you want to excel at. A lot of other things.
You, as a parent, have to be actively involved in helping your child find those things.
Right.
That's what active involvement is huge.
Carrie made it sound like everything is for your kids. Well, if you push them to mold into what you as a parent want to vicariously live their glory of what they're doing, then that's wrong.
In Colorado, after another unscheduled morning, Heather continues her mission to show the family the benefits of her unconventional schooling methods and brings them to a theme park for their next lesson.
If you're on the ride and you're carrying a tennis ball, but you drop it right at the top of the loop, where would it go?
If the ball would drop or go up, because I was thinking about it, so I think you could learn that even in the classroom and you wouldn't have to go somewhere like this.
You mean you wouldn't get to go somewhere like this?
I think if your kids were getting an education as the only learning thing,
you just said my kids are not getting an education.
If I had the choice as a kid to go home and hang out and do nothing all day and go to amusement parks,
and read books. I would read books.
You guys are so missing the point. I'm so frustrated. It's probably a good idea to go ahead and let the education thing go, because I don't see them, you know, even trying to understand. Should we just, like, have some fun now?
He wanted to make the amusement park experience all of how you teach and learn as far as formal education, and I just don't get that.
In California, after another full day of ferrying the boys around, Carrie enforces her rule that Lee must set an example for his sons by going back to school.
You have class right now.
I mean, I already know way more than this task could teach me about this stuff.
So this is basically how your family lives your life. If I don't if I don't listen to this, if I don't feel like doing it, then I'm not gonna do it.
I don't want to argue about it anymore. See, now you're attacking. I don't want to do that.
When you go home,
don't raise your voice around.
Okay, when you go home, I'm raising my voice because I'm being firm.
Okay, I'll just stand back here then.
When you go home, the boys will see that you did not follow through.
Okay, I'm really done now. I'm not going to keep having the conversation.
I can't imagine that Lee knows so much that he can't go to a class and actually learn something. All right, I'm ready to go.
At the Joneses, Heather's given up on teaching the family the value of unschooling and is now focused on trying to repair Mark's estranged relationship with his daughters. She's ruled that he take time to listen to Krista and Brooke's concerns.
This is your chance to say whatever comes to mind.
I guess sometimes we don't feel like coming home because all it's gonna be is go clean your room, finish your homework.
So when would be a good time to remind you, since you don't always get it done? Or I let it go for how long before I say anything?
I think it would be a nice change if my dad would take in what we said.
At the Martinssons, after Riley and Harrison come home from another day of school, Carrie is determined to convince Lee his kids need a traditional education.
I'm not going to send him to a full-time school.
Don't you think they can get more out of that? Socially, they're having fun. You're going to handicap them.
We have a difference of opinion. I've said mine, what we're going to do. That's all. I'm done.
Listen, please, just consider this.
No, I already listened.
You can't afford to hang loose for the boys. It's about their life and their future.
No, I'm hanging loose with you.
I don't think Lee likes conflict, but this is an important topic. This is his boys. But he just wimps out on it because he can't handle the fact that somebody is in his face and won't let it go.
Having failed to bring Mark and his daughters closer, Heather's ruled Mark next show his daughters what they mean to him by making a presentation using photos and video.
You know, they grew up quick. You know, I mean, you just think about the times when they were little, all the fun you had. Heather's rule about trying to spend more time as a family and with my girls, I think it's a lesson that I've known. It's just a matter of life gets so busy, you just don't make it happen.
Be sure to tell the girls how you're feeling.
I was supposed to pick some pictures and video of happiest moments, that type of thing.
Where's Daddy? Daddy at work!
You guys were so cute and so much fun. And life wasn't probably so busy then. Probably should find more time to spend together. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Have a hug?
It's hard to watch my dad be emotional, and especially about us, and that he misses that. And
In California, Carrie is determined to make Lee understand the value of sacrificing personal time for his kids. She's ruled he put Riley and Harrison first by taking them to their gymnastics competition.
Twirling one. Yeah. I had a good time winning medals for all that hard work.
It feels good to see Riley and Harrison do this, and they definitely make the sacrifice to come when it's performances. Both parents will be here and support them and cheer them on.
In Colorado, after the success of the photo presentation, Heather presents Mark with his biggest challenge, spending relaxed quality time with Brooke and Krista.
I think it'd be great if you guys can, spend more time together instead of just like your lives just going different directions and stuff. But the stage is here because you guys are gonna have a chance to dance with your daddy. The music is over here. If you guys want to choose.
I'm not dance to this.
You don't?
No.
You gotta do some
I don't know how to.
Dance moves or something. You gotta get looser. Huh?
Yep. I thought having fun with my dad and being goofy and just weird was something fun and something I wish we could do more.
I don't think we'd do something like this normally, would we? Huh?
Nope.
Nope. It's obviously good to be reminded that time goes quickly. Like I said, I think we have to make time because there's not much time left.
It's the final day of the swap, and the wives prepare to return to their families.
I think I helped this family realize how important family time can be.
Thank you for everything.
I hope I've taught the Martinssons that structure and expectations are necessary for building successful lives. Come give me a hug.
The couples are about to be reunited.
Man, am I glad to see you.
It's judgment time as the couples finally come face to face across the table.
When I went into your house, it was obvious there was not a lot of time for the girls to have any downtime.
It is a busy life.
It's just that it's so much.
I have done everything I can in order for them to make progress so that they can keep up and be the best they can be.
To me, it's not a big deal. They don't have to keep up with what everyone else is doing. That's not important to me.
I set it up to send your husband to the class, the Foundation of Finances and that. He adamantly refused. He thinks he knows everything and he can't learn from anybody else, basically. He was being lazy, too. I'm sorry, but you were being lazy. You wanted to go home and rest because you were overdone.
Let me explain to you what was really happening. Attack Dog Jones was going, arr, 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 arr.
You could have just gone.
I know, I didn't think it was that big a deal.
That's not hard.
I could have just gone, but I
That's
felt
what I told
like
him. I said, it's not that hard.
You should have seen what Mark did.
Well, the rule was I was supposed to give a presentation on the good times I remember with the kids or whatever. I guess thinking back on those times and what was different, and just that we probably had more time with them whenever they were younger versus now. And I guess the realization was to spend more time with them because it's not going to be very long until they're gone.
Mm-hmm. I followed and did your life for a couple days. I spent time with the boys, did activities that they typically do, and they are significantly behind in math and writing. And I am passionate that something has to change.
It's not hurting them to let them learn when they want to.
It's not hurting them. What you're doing is totally destroying their education. You are handicapping your own children. I am adamant about this. Is horrible. You need to get a grip on your child's education and teach them some curriculum and teach your kids and not sit on the cotton pick and computer all day. Please listen to me. These are your kids. You two love them. But this unschooling thing is ridiculous.
Unschooled kids start college early.
Get some good homeschooling materials and structure your life and plan for your kids and teach them. I'm sorry, but it's wrong.
I'm not worried about them at all.
You should be.
After 2 weeks apart, the wives are about to be reunited with their children.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Mom.
Family time becomes important.
Keep it.
What do you think about kids go to school?
A few weeks after the swap, the cameras returned to see how the experience had affected the family's lives.
Taco soup, girls. Since the swap, Mark is trying to be more interactive with the girls.
You're off like over Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our family's still extremely busy. We've just tried to find time to spend a little bit of time as a family.
This is so good.
Is it good?
Krista has lightened up her schedule by quitting dance. She decided she wanted to put all of her energy into getting the best grade she can get. It was hard when Krista decided to stop dance, but I know that her reasons for stopping dance were good.
You know, if Heather was here, we could probably turn this into some type of an educational classroom.
Yeah.
I've given unschooling about as much thought as it takes to say the word unschooling. Look at this and think about it.
I'm thinking.
Since the swap, the boys have been helping out more and doing more stuff around the house. Riley, you've got counters. Harrison, you have dishwasher. Nicholas, you've got the table.
I don't really care for living in a cleaner house.
Good job, Riley. I have not forgotten to take Riley to gymnastics since the swap. I forgot him to take him to Scouts, though. I thought it'd be great to help Riley get caught up in math. 7 times 4.
28. Maybe math is something I want to keep trying and get better at.
Multiply 7 times 9.
63. Probably not.
The time machine was used last year. This year, we're doing a more of an archaeologist, adventurer theme. What is it?
A light bulb. I'm happy that I don't go to regular schools.
What?
Mm-mm.